Good morning, ma'am.
Alright, good morning everyone. I'm Miss Josamar. Good morning everyone. I'm Miss Josamar. This is a recorded
Ma'am.
online class
Ma'am.
demonstration with
Ma'am, I can hear you po. Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
Wait a minute. Narrate the PowerPoint.
Hardships. Whatever we do, there will always be problems. COVID-19 made us suffer, but it will also make us tougher. Education will make a way for students to learn. Knowledge is what they earn.
Dimension W. In the near future,
Narrate the
Solving
PowerPoint.
problems bit by bit. Together, we can surpass the danger. Perseverance and dedication is our only solution. Combine our powers, and we will heal and learn as one.
De la Cruz. De la Cruz. De la Cruz. Still there?
Young minds, beautiful dreams, meaningful journeys.
As we have come to this milestone day, we are pleased to recognize these 80 special achievers, 42 candidates for graduation and 38 candidates for moving up.
Join us in witnessing their smiles of victory and beams of hope in this virtual graduation and moving up ceremonies.
Tumayo po tayong lahat, ilagay ang kanang kamay sa ating dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May hilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Dakilang may likha sa kalingat pang-unawa, mangyari ang iyong diwa sa langit at sa lupa. Bigyan mo ng sapat ang lahat sa araw-araw. Turo ang magparaya gaya ng iyong gawa. Iadya niyo kami sa pagmamataas upang maiwaksi ang lupit at dahas. At samahang lumikha ng pamayanan payapa sa kalikasan, kabuhayan, kakanyahan,
and the rivers, through the plains and winding trails, to the shores where breezes linger. That's the place I love so well. It's the home of men who loved her, men who died to keep us free, men who told no bad the weather, that anyone will never be. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest home by far to me. From her care I learn my lessons, in her veils I work and play. She has kept me safe and happy as I live on day by day. From to other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest of my far to me. To other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1!
Hindi
Ipusami yang kinamili Nagluwag bali na pagkamdan Itasak lulunod Kinayon Anwan pagilyan Nawan kenaton yuluna Ikate agi pagkenaplan Kemda tumapay naman Yutin ipoda Anak mo ang kalalatakan Nagan mo rin kami waragawa Itiyami na sa malubungan Ikasak lulunod Kinayon Anwan pagilyan Nawan kenaton yuluna Ikake agri pa'y kenaplan Kenda tumapay naman Busken eskola Anak mo at kalalatakan Lagan mo rin kami waragawa Iliyamin na sa malubungan Ilong at sorte Tampo pagyanan Ikat ang kailukwan Ilong at sorte Tampo pagyanan Ikat ang kailukwan
Dumaling na isang sanayan
To all our viewers, townmates, teachers, parents, and fellow learners, na piyan na maglawag ta dongam ngami. On behalf of Class 2021 of DUMALNEG Elementary School, I thank everyone for making this significant event possible. My greatest thanks to our Almighty that despite this pandemic, we are still given a special way to gather through this virtual setup. It is my honor to welcome all of you to our moving up ceremony. We learners have been waiting for this day to come, yet not to come. It is a mixed emotion. We are happy to make another success of finishing elementary and excited to face what high school life may bring. Yet, we are also affected by the sad feeling of missing the entire experience and relationship we had built, especially with our classmates and teachers. But we cannot go against time to pass, so we must make this moment worth remembering. Today marks the apex of our K to 6 years of hard work and the abyss of our challenging grade 7 to 12. Let us be reminded that the main objective of our elementary years is to train to build our dreams, to be socially adaptable, and to not be discouraged with failures and disappointments, but to continue to walk guided and independently in achieving tiny goals toward success. In every step we take are the people who helped us get through the hard times and challenges we face. Thank you, teachers and school administrators, for your passion in teaching us the needed competencies and training us with our necessary skills. Thank you, local officials, stakeholders, and townmates for your support and cooperation. Thank you, dear parents, family, and relatives for always being on our side, pouring your love, patience, and understanding. With your collaborative efforts and God's guidance, we did not just survive, but we were prepared to face the next step of our life's journey. Today, my dear classmates, let us also acknowledge and recognize ourselves. Let us pat our shoulders and say, I did it. I made it this far, and I can move forward. The journey we had together bonds us forever. In a few minutes, we shall be officially recognized as DUMALNEG Elementary School Batch 2021. This entire moment, our moment, is a history we can always look back on, no matter when and where we'll be in the future. We will surely miss each other's company, but let us keep the love and friendship we had shared in our hearts. Please allow me to recognize my parents, for without them, I won't make it this far. Appa, Umma, Sarangye, thank you for understanding my BTS K-pop craziness. Thank you for training me to be independent and be resourceful, especially in doing my school tasks and modules. Thank you for trusting me with my capabilities and supporting me with my decisions. My mother always tells me that high school and college are far different from elementary. I have to learn how to battle by taking opportunities to learn, to be a rational thinker, and always enjoy learning. While my father always reminds me to remember my roots and always improve my attitudes. Oh, to my brother Ivan, who always amazes me with his brilliant ideas and sharp memory. Thank you, teachers, for their knowledge and concerns, for your encouragements and wisdom. Thank you, classmates, for the different forms of friendship you had shown me. I will be in Pisay for my high school, but we shall be together again to give back to our alma mater. Once again, welcome to our virtual moving up ceremony. Please enjoy watching. Thank you and good day.
The Schools Division Superintendent, Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, Dr. Joan A. Corpus, CESU 5, through the Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Epifanio G. Rico Jr. Sir, in my capacity as the school principal of DUMALNEG Elementary School, I have the honor to present to you the 38 candidates for moving up, 19 boys and 19 girls, and the 42 candidates for graduation, 12 boys and 30 girls of DUMALNEG Elementary School, DUMALNEG Ilocos Norte, school year 2020-2021. I certify that these pupils have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the kindergarten and elementary curriculum of the K-12 basic education as prescribed by the Department of Education.
Dr. Joanne A. Corpus, CESA 5, Schools Division Superintendent, Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, Madam, upon the presentation and certification of the school head that these candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 basic education curriculum of the Department of Education, in my capacity as the Public Schools District Supervisor, I hereby petition for the confirmation of their graduation this day in the year of our Lord 2021 at Ilocos Norte, Philippines.
By the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, and acting on the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 curriculum, and upon the strong recommendation and petition of the Public Schools District Supervisor or Education Program Supervisor in charge of your school for the confirmation of your graduation or completion. I, Joanne A. Corpus, in my capacity as the Schools Division Superintendent, now confirm you graduates or completers for the school year 2020-2021 with all the rights, honors, privileges, as well as duties and obligations thereto appertaining. Starting today, you are eligible for admission to the next level of education. Congratulations and good luck. Respected local government officials, DepEd Division and school officials, Barangay and Parent Teachers Association officials, school heads, teachers, parents, stakeholders, learners, graduates and completers, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to one and all. My warmest congratulations to all the members of Batch 2021. This school year will always be considered as the most challenging period in the history of the Department of Education. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought challenges in all sectors around the world, and the field of education is no exemption. In order to provide and sustain our clarion call of promoting quality, relevant, and liberating education, despite all adversities we currently face, we have devised multiple ways so that learning still continues. We have experienced grueling transitions and birth pains, But we never surrendered because we are one team with one common dream. At first, the learning modalities that we have employed in the new normal have brought despair and destruction. But we have overcome this because of your dedication and determination. I feel delighted to congratulate you on this pivotal facet of your life. After several months of enduring the struggles brought about by the global crisis in the educative process, you are now ready to ignite the torch of excellence which you have earned through your incomparable patience and perseverance. Your teachers have provided you with the most fitting kind of instruction which you need as you continue your quest for the fulfillment of your dreams. I congratulate them for serving as game changers in the new education landscape. From ordinary facilitators inside your classrooms, they eagerly transform themselves as module writers, online teachers, teacher broadcasters, and radio announcers to cater your needs and interests while you are learning at home. I believe that every parent wants to invest the future of his or her children to the best school he or she knows. As such, my gratitude is offered to them because they have entrusted your early education to the school's division of Ilocos Norte. Our battle against COVID-19 became easier because they are always there to serve as your shield, shelter, and strength. My sincerest appreciation is also given to the provincial government of Ilocos Norte and all the benevolent stakeholders for their incomparable support to the programs, projects, and activities of the school's division. The strong partnerships and linkages that they have built with us serve as our instruments in combating the challenges caused by the pandemic. On this important milestone of your lives, please be reminded that the greatest rewards that you have are the values that you have obtained from the tales of trials that you've been through during the school year. Make these as sources of inspiration for you to do more and be more. I pray that the Lord will forever guide you as you step to the next rung of the educational ladder. Always take the positive path, and He will crown you with success that you truly deserve. To all of you, congratulations and good luck.
It is with great pleasure and admiration that I convey my best wishes and profound felicitations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees of the school year 2020-2021. The efforts you have exerted to accomplish your academic tasks in the difficult times are something worthy of praises. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are the much awaited events in the life of every learner as they represent the golden times of reaching higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Definitely, the road you have taken is rough, but all the struggles are worth considering as they are the first few steps that will define your future success. Indeed, finishing this challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable since it has been inevitable to face and accept a new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work generously pitch in this moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates, completers, and awardees, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for excellence and successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, to hurdle this, you should stay focused and always remember that your dreams are within reach and you are determined and committed to realize them. My beloved parents, community officials, and other stakeholders, accept our heartfelt gratitude for the victory we have achieved today. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partners of the Department of Education in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love you have bestowed to the learners through the years. Undoubtedly, you have greatly taken part in realizing the goals and objectives of DepEd's pivot to quality education under the Sulong Educalidad program. Our sincere commendations to all our DepEd officials, the school administrators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff for providing the highest degree of service para sa bata, para sa bayan. Finally, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our team for this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation day and moving up ceremonies.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because we are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To give recognition to the giant leap which these graduates have taken, I have the honor to present to you DUMALNEG Elementary School's Class 2021. Agoo Dana Andrea A. Parents, Mr. Danny Agoo and MS Angelita Andres. Agrade Desiree R. Parents, Mr. Everlyn Agrade and MS Cheryl Agrade. Agreda Daniel B. Parents, Mr. PJ Agrida and Mrs. Mary Jane Agrida. Aguinaldo Charmaine M. Parent, Mrs. Erlinda Aguinaldo. Aguinaldo Charlene M. Parent, Mrs. Erlinda Aguinaldo. Albano Chariza R. Parents, Mr. Domingo Albano and Mrs. Crescencia Albano. Bacong Jillian Glenny B. with honors. Parents, Mr. Glenn Bacong and MS Lorena Bayani. Baging Krisha Jane S. with honors. Parents, Mr. Marino Baging and Mrs. Margie Baging. Balanay Aidan Kiel. Parents, Mr. J.R. Balanay and MS Ceci Ditana. Bannar Justin G. Parents, Mr. John Bannar and Mrs. Judy Bannar. Bayani Ralph Harvey A. Parents, Mr. Arsenio Bayani and MS Noraline Arconado. Bubier Noriel Ian A. Parents, Mr. Gabriel Bubier and MS Vilma Agpawa. Kalapini Rudelin R. Parents, Mr. Rudy Kalapini and MS Angelita Roa. Kalikdan Jacqueline G. with honors. Parents, Mr. Joel Califdan and Ms. Chrislyn Gamiao. Chamag Marcelia A. with honors. Parents, Mr. Abraham Chamag and Mrs. Margarita Chamag. Dosejo Jariel May R. Parents, Mr. Jury Dosejo and Mrs. Jocelyn Dosejo. Siriaco Aziel Casey N. Parents, Mr. Albert Siriaco and Mrs. Charen Siriaco. Domingo Jomar Jr. G. Parents, Mr. Jomar Domingo Sr. and Ms. Arlene Galeng. Domingo Lemon. Parent, Ms. Lilia Domingo. Domingo Romina Jane. Parents, Mr. Roy Domingo and Mrs. Ermelina Domingo. Espiritu Isaiah B. Parent, Mr. Leo Espiritu. Garvida Jana B. Parents, Mr. Joel Garvida and Mrs. Marites Garvida. Garvida Olga Shanea B. Parents, Mr. Odimar Garvida and Mrs. Magda Garbida. Garanya Isaya Almira A. Parents, Mr. Elmer Garanya and Mrs. Armelina Garanya. Guerrero Cassie P. Parent, Mr. Quirino Guerrero. Guerrero Shanika Winslet B. with honors. Parents, Mr. Alexander Guerrero Jr. and Miss Shara May Bata. Julian Francine Kyle G. Parents, Mr. Freddy Julian and Mrs. Welgeline Julian. Lucas Gerald L. Parents, Mr. Rudy Lucas and Mrs. Jennifer Lucas. Quiñones Vince A. Parents, Mr. Loriven Quiñones and Mrs. Cheryl Quiñones. Makatbag Rihanna Jane B. Parents, Mr. Reynaldo Makatbag and Mrs. Jenny Makatbag. Magdasal Jade Angela G. Parents, Mrs. Rene Magdasal and Mrs. Mylene Magdasal. Martinez Genuine J. Parents, Mr. Elmer Martinez and Mrs. Jessa Martinez. Padron Shanea Rose G. with high honors. Parents, Mr. Rafael Padron and Mrs. Evelyn Padron. Paganaw Rian Rain G. with high honors. Parents, Mr. Richard Paganaw and Mrs. Danny Pay Paganaw. Ramos Maria Eileen Angelique G. with high honors. Parents, Police Officer Ellie Ramos and Mrs. Marina Ramos. Raval Cecia B. Parents, Mr. Dario Raval and Mrs. Rizalyn Raval. Ryuga Sian Axel R. Parents, Mr. Robert Ryuga and Mrs. Faye Ryuga. Sabado Lovely Shakina B. Parents, Mr. George Lee Sabado and Mrs. Benita Sabado. Santa Ana Carol P. Parents, Mr. Rolly Santa Ana and Mrs. Mary Ann Santa Ana. Talaro RBG. Parents, Mr. Robert Talaro and Mrs. Merlita Talaro. Tabieros Cyril Chris C. Parents, Mr. Florida Tabieros and Mrs. Emmeline Tabieros. And Verason Aika Day D. Parent, MS Melba Domingo.
The noblest and very active municipal officials, headed by the Honorable Mayor Lerby G. Espiritu and Vice Mayor Francis R. Espiritu, the ever-supportive barangay councils, headed by our punong barangays, Honorable Justo A. Banaba, Honorable Faustino D. Tomas, and Honorable Ernesto U. Balali. The very accommodating education supervisor, Dr. Epifanio G. Rico Jr., the inspiration of every pupil in this school, Mr. Arnold P. Calyanga, solicitous and dedicated teachers of our school, family and friends, dear parents, my fellow graduates, viewers of this virtual graduation ceremony, good morning. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank you for joining us on this auspicious occasion, our graduation day, the time that we are supposed to be together for one last hooray, before moving on to bigger and better adventures. But despite the health crisis, we are here in this virtual graduation ceremony. I am with mixed emotions as we savor the very significance of this occasion. 6 years ago, our young minds with countless questions wonder as we took our first step in school. Who will forget his first days in school? Struggling to write, to read, and to recite, to count, solve problems, think critically, create outputs collaboratively, explore and discover new knowledge and skills. All of this seemed to be a formidable problem for our young minds then, but as we progress, we are able to decipher the complexities of mathematics, of the languages, and the wonders of science, and of developing new skills. There were also some of the exciting times in our elementary life, like we were given new privileges as well as new responsibilities. Friendship were developed among us and have become stronger. We found self-belongingness. We belong to the DUMALNEG Elementary School family, which played an instrumental role in helping to shape the young boys and girls as we are. The DUMALNEG Elementary School is blessed enough to have the most special teachers in the world. You can never find a more caring group of teachers than our mentors. They prepared us for our future. Not only that they have given us information and knowledge, but also they taught us to put those learning in good use. They made us work harder than we ever thought we could. They taught us the value of life and reverence for our Creator. Our teachers did not fail us to the attainment of the goal of education. They endowed us the gift of literacy, of various skills, of legacy, and of good morals and citizenship. In the end, it's not just about quizzes or test marks. It's about what you have gained as a person. Learning about yourself and trying to be better. It takes a truly person to be a teacher. They push you to your limits because they can see what you are capable of, even sometimes you, yourself, are unable to see it. They have helped us to get to this day. Our teachers, thank you very much for teaching us these valuable lessons. This is the day that our parents have eagerly anticipated and waited, yet brings them a few tears. My parents cannot hide their tears of joy that their sacrifices are finally rewarded. Their hardships are beyond compare of my sacrifices of studying harder. I have been blessed to have my mama and papa who have helped me in every way possible to get to this day. I know that they are proud of me. I am very blessed to have my family who has never stopped giving their love and inspiration to make my dreams come true. To my fellow graduates, as we end one glorious chapter of our lives, a new one begins. We have a fresh blank page ahead of us. It is up to us now to grab our pens and write our own stories. I ask you, my fellow graduates, to take this opportunity to write an unforgettable chapter filled with the fulfillment of our dreams. We hold the key to our own future. There is a lot of power inside of us waiting to be unleashed. Getting an elementary certificate today is not the end, but a beginning of something special. It is a new beginning of new adventures and new friendships, and series of struggles. Thank you for the wonderful memories we've shared. I would like to take this moment to thank everyone, big and small, who has helped each and every one of us to get here. whether he or she is a parent, a teacher, a guardian, or a neighbor, who have inspired us. Special thanks to these viewers and stakeholders for helping us get through these tough times just to ensure that learning must continue amidst pandemic. A generous thank you is well deserved. I dedicate this moment of glory to our parents for their unconditional love and unquestioning belief in our abilities, for their unselfishness for everything. To our school principal and teachers, we promise to live by the ideals of our school. To my fellow graduates, as we traverse the uncharted seas towards our dreams, let us all together offer thanksgiving to the Father in heaven for His blessings of health and wisdom, and pray that He gives us hope, faith, and courage in our lives, in our long yet meaningful journey of our lives. Congratulations to all of us, mabuhay and good day.
Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build.
I am much honored to present to you our young dreamers, the workers of tomorrow's vision and the hope of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the DUMALNEG Elementary School movers of the school year 2020-2021. Abida John Pio B., the son of Mr. Pio Abida and Mrs. Jovelyn Abida. Agrida Princess Ashley G., the daughter of Mr. Jonard Agrida and Mrs. Maribel Agrida. Agrida Janelle B., the son of Mr. PJ Agrida and Mrs. Mary Jane Agrida. Aguinaldo Aika G., the daughter of Mr. Dominador Aguinaldo and Mrs. Evangeline Aguinaldo. Alvarez Ma Leon B., the daughter of Mr. Leonard Alvarez and Ms. Miriam Bagui. Aspiras John Nathaniel O., the son of Mr. Jonathan Aspiras and Mrs. Melanie Aspiras. Balalio Zyret Catherine Adria N., the daughter of Mr. Erin Balalio and Mrs. Catherine Balalio. Bakiran Christine Therese Yu, the daughter of Mr. Jomel Bakiran and Mrs. Princess Joy Bakiran. Batallones Carl Einstein D., the son of Mr. Ryan Batallones and Mrs. J.Ann Batallones. Bouvier Nicanor L., the son of Mr. Marcelo Bouvier and Mrs. Mila Bouvier. Castro Charlie Ace P., the son of Mr. Charlimar Castro and Mrs. Emily Castro. Kadam Princess Denise J., the daughter of Mr. Dennis Kadam and Mrs. Renaline Kadam. Siriaco Chloe Amber G., the daughter of Mr. Oliver Siriaco and Mrs. Heroline Siriaco. Crisostomo Heian Christensen B., the daughter of Ms. Heidi Bitanga. Dapunan Kristen Joy B., the daughter of Mr. Christian Ray Dapunan and Mrs. Eileen Dapunan. Daripugan Bien Iris B., the daughter of Mr. Efren Daripugen and Mrs. Angeline Daripugen. Domingo Alicia Mikaya C., the daughter of Mr. J.R. Domingo and Mrs. Deli Domingo. Domingo Glacie E., the daughter of Mr. Guillermo Domingo and Mrs. Edita Domingo. Domingo Mac Brian Kyle B., the son of Mr. Brian Domingo and Mrs. Maria Liza Domingo. Gamo Liza Ann E., the daughter of Mr. Eddie Gamo and Mrs. Loretta Gamo. Gawiran JBR, the son of Mr. Josue Gawiran and Mrs. Melbain Gawiran. Guerrero Azea L., the daughter of Mr. Patrocino Guerrero and Mrs. Jennifer Guerrero. Imperial Julina B., the daughter of Mr. Julan Imperial and Mrs. Lenny Imperial. Lagero Luis Alfred E., the son of Mr. Crisanto Lagero and Mrs. Mary Ann Lagero. Lagrio Nea Micaela B., the daughter of Mr. Michael Angelo Lagrio and Mrs. Aguinaya Lagrio. Lazo Zaiden Josh, the son of Mr. Denise Aguinet and Ms. Jolette Lazo. Luquiao Liam Karsten, the son of Ms. Charming Joy Luquiao. Maligta Rain Megan B., the daughter of Mr. Melvin Maligta and Ms. Raymalin Baligto. Manaday JCA, the son of Engineer J.J. Manaday and Mrs. Daisy Manaday. Martir Pico Florence D., the son of Mr. Raymond Martir and Mrs. Myrtle G. Martir. Moises Mark Jonron A., the son of Mr. Joseph Moises and Ms. Martes Domingo. Palisok Vange Brian Isaac G., the son of Mr. Edgar Brian Palisok and Mrs. Kristen Joy Palisok. Quinones Prince A., the son of Mr. Loriven Quinones and Mrs. Cheryl Quinones. Rebaula Carl Ivan P., the son of Mr. Ray Rebaula and Mrs. Mary Jane Rebaula. Sapngad CJ G., the son of Mr. BJ Sapngad and Mrs. Rowena Sapngad. Sapngad Junairin May A., the daughter of Mr. Jonathan Sapngad and Ms. Mariel Aguinaldo. Suniga April Ann A., the daughter of Mr. Sunny Suniga and Mrs. Ivy Suniga. Suniga Sean Jaden S., the son of Mr. James Suniga and Ms. Sally Suniga.
Fellow graduates, please raise your right hand and follow after me. In gratitude to my alma mater and because I appreciate the moral principles which she upholds, I hereby pledge my undivided loyalty to her and to her ideals. I shall live up to her highest expectations of me, and shall thus make myself a worthy son of my country, my God, and my alma mater, the DUMALNEG Elementary School. So help us God.
Here we are now, everything's about to change. We face tomorrow as we say goodbye to yesterday.